Hello, hello, and welcome to another update video about Link. Link has formed a nice 5-wave move up, potentially. Depends a little bit on whether this is a 1-2-1-2 setup or all of it is a wave 1. We could even debate whether the wave 1 sits here. That's not so important. Essentially, I would distinguish between two scenarios here. The main, we always need to have a main thesis, our working, let's say the working assumption, that is currently that a fourth wave bottomed here on the 13th of January. So this is the working assumption. That means we're now in a fifth wave to the upside, and we can shift everything a little bit to the right because time moves on and the price hasn't yet really moved up a lot. It moved up a little bit, it's definitely not performed. It's definitely performed, at least in a decent way, if that's the right way to say it. I mean, we haven't gone to the moon yet, but I mean, the reaction to that 13th of January low is at least somewhat noticeable, more than what some other coins have done, right? And we have seen further upside from that swing low. Now, the idea is this is a wave 4, we're now in a wave 5. Wave 5 should normally get sort of into this area here, maybe this larger degree Fibonacci level around $38. That would be my next ideal target. And in addition to that, we have to observe here these micro levels. So if we assume a larger degree third wave topped here around the 8th of December, then this was the wave 4, and we're now in a wave 5, and the wave 5 should be a 5-wave move in itself. And these are just some standard targets on the smaller time frame we can watch. But circle wave 5, as I said, consists of 5 waves as well. And we can define this area here between $32 and $40.31 based on the microstructure. So if we then say the initial rally from that swing low from the 13th of January was wave 1 of circle 5, the pullback was wave 2, then based on that we can calculate targets for wave 3 of circle 5, and the first ideal target is $36.91. Doesn't mean it has to stop there, but this would be the first ideal target, and then wave 5 of circle wave 5 might take us to $40 plus, to get that defined. Now, obviously, it's not only one scenario. There are two scenarios we can track. They are very much similar to what Bitcoin is doing. Not exactly the same, but they are similar. And we can say that possibly waves 1 and 2 completed, and this is another 1-2 setup. It is obviously a mess, but if the bulls can hold above the 78.6 retracement of the upper support area, namely the $23 level, the white count is valid. It is a more aggressive 1-2-1-2 setup, and the next move up in a third wave could then take us, I'm talking just about the third of a third, could take us to around about $32, which is the 100% extension. It's a reasonable target for a third of a third wave. But the way this looks, it might reset the larger wave 2, and that takes us to the yellow scenario. It really depends on whether the $23 level is holding. Any break below it will most likely lead to invalidation of the white wave count. That doesn't mean we're suddenly bearish, but it means that a larger wave 2 might be unfolding. In this case, this would be the yellow scenario, and then support is between $22.35 and $19.25. with additional levels at $21.39 and $20.48. So this lower support area is for the larger wave 2. Okay, that means whatever happens now, to keep a directly bullish scenario alive, the market needs to hold above $19.25, because any break below this level will indicate we have to reinterpret the chart, and probably the idea that we have the working thesis that a larger degree wave 4 bottomed here in January, well, it has to be revised. And whether that means the fourth wave is still unfolding or something else, it really depends on how the price then breaks below these support levels. For example, is it still looking corrective or is it an impulsive move down? Difficult to say at this stage. But for now, we are far away from those levels anyway. And yeah, all I can say is the pullback here was very, very weak. So I cannot rule out that all of this is a wave one and we're now moving down in the larger wave two. It wouldn't surprise me, at least, yeah, to really get some upside momentum starting and to confirm further that we are going up more directly, as in the white scenario. The market needs to break above these previous swing highs here. I will mark them with a green line. It's not exactly one level, it's more a bit of a range here. Specifically in the area, I would say here around $27. I mean, this level needs to be broken and maybe even retested. I mean, this would be ideal, yeah. Before breaking the previous low from Thursday, maybe break up, retest, and then continue. I mean, that would indicate that we're really in breakout mode. So until we see that, there is a risk that in the yellow scenario, the market might just form a slightly lower wave 2. That's the update about Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.